What's happening, Fresh Bake? We're back with a little bit of, what do you call it, Disney news, Disneyland news, things I want you to know about and my thoughts on them. MiceChat is back with rumors, news. I don't know what this is exactly. They're somewhere in between actually knowing stuff and just pure conjecture. Random guessing and making stuff up. So I guess, take whatever I'm about to tell you with a grain of churro dust, if you will. They got most of the Star Wars Land stuff right, it seems. So, we'll hope for the best as far as this stuff goes. And that begins with Luigi. Just when we thought we had forgotten about Luigi and his tires, he has pulled us back in. Well, sort of. He's gotten in his car and driven us back in to a place where they have cars. It's almost ready. Guys, MiceChat is reporting that the new Luigi attraction, Luigi's Festival of Dance, I think it is, and by dance they mean cars going around in circles, I guess, is going to be soft opening before Christmas. That's just 3 or 4 weeks from now. So I was going to say I'm looking forward to this, but reality? No, I don't know. I don't know if I'm looking forward to this. I saw one, they were testing it or whatever. It's a live image of the 2 cars. It was just 2 cars on the entire thing. It looked kind of lonely and sad, so I don't know what to make of that yet, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just ready for a 3rd attraction to be open in Cars Land. So are you aware of Disney Springs over there in Walt Disney World? Well, it's a makeover for downtown Disney. It sounds like, according to MiceChat, that our downtown Disney here in California is going to get the same makeover, or something similar to it anyway. I'm just reporting this because it's happening. I don't really care much for downtown Disney. I mean, it's all right, but it doesn't feel as Disney to me as actually being in the park. So whatever they have is fine, but I don't know if I'm going to like this. You guys tell me, has anybody been to Disney Springs yet at Walt Disney World? Do I have something to look forward to? I don't know. Help me out here, guys. All right, so here's a tasty little bit from Star Wars Land. Well, okay, maybe it's not tasty. I don't know. But for guys like me who are just thirsty for any kind of Star Wars Land news, or Star Wars news for that matter, it was like, ooh, Star Wars Land. What do you got for us? Well, MiceChat they've dished out 3. Apparently, they know about 3 entrances to the Star Wars Land. I don't know why we're getting this in advance, but anyway, the first will be pretty much where Big Thunder Barbecue is right now. I don't know exactly, obviously, but I mean that's the location there, and I understand that they're going to be giving out cornbread to people who walk through there just to help you remember Big Thunder Barbecue. And I'm also hearing that I am full of it. And apparently they're going to build a very cavernous kind of cave trail thing. Well, not a tunnel, maybe? I don't know. Right around Big Thunder Trail, which is actually... Big Thunder Barbecue is on Big Thunder Trail, so is that like 2 entrances, next to each other? Maybe different ways, like one going under, one going over, I don't know. That sounds like fun, though, actually. And then another one is going to be somewhere near Hungry Bear, which this one kind of baffles me because there's really no place to put an entrance, as far as I can tell. I mean, Hungry Bear is right next to Winnie the Pooh. Do you have to go in between? I don't know. It sounds like they're also, MiceChat is stating that the train is going to bisect Star Wars Land and Frontierland. And the train is going to be, the separator between the two. And it's going to ride on top of a huge trestle. Well, they didn't say huge. A trestle. Most trestles are huge. I don't know. I love trestles, by the way, so this is encouraging. I love the fact that it sounds like they're going to build a giant berm, different from the berm that exists already, because that berm actually would be in the middle of Star Wars Land. So a new berm, and then the train is going to go on top of that, and then over a trestle, which possibly, maybe over the rivers, I don't know, or to the left of the rivers, I don't know. But if trains over trestles, yes, I love the sound of that. Oh, and by the way, some have asked about Fantasyland Theater, including Sarah, who's super upset right now over any notion that Mickey and the Magical Map and the Fantasyland Theater might be going. According to MiceChat, get your churro salt or your churro dust and throw it a little over your shoulder. But according to MiceChat, the Fantasyland Theater is safe for now, although it sounds like it's possible. That's like the first stop they're going to go to when they need more space. But it sounds like it's safe for now. This is good news, I think, personally, because I I really like the Fantasyland Theater. I like the idea of having performances at the park rather than just a bunch of attractions. I like the idea of live shows and giving you something else to do for 45 minutes, maybe sit down, for a little while. I like that. And of course, if you're like Sarah, you love Mickey and the Magical Map, that's like her favorite show. More from MiceChat. It sounds like we're going to be getting a new Fast Pass system. The good news is for guys like me or people who think like me or are not, who have experienced My Magic at Disney World, which by the way, I hear a lot of good things about My Magic from people and I just don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, good news is that it's going to be nothing like what they're offering there, where you can reserve your Fast Pass in advance, as opposed to just getting it while you're at the park. That idea of reserving a Fast Pass, a month or two before you go to the park, just baffles me. Why would you want to do that? And two, that kind of ruins it for everybody else, really, because what's going to happen invariably is all kinds of people are going to say, ooh, I want to get a Fast Pass for this time and this thing, or whatever. And then they show up to the park and nothing goes the way that you planned. And meanwhile, all the people that want to ride those attractions and get a Fast Pass can't because they've all been booked up. So I don't know. I mean, that's the scenario I see in my head. Having said that, at Disneyland, this Fast Pass system that we're talking about is you have to be in the park in order to reserve the spot, and you have to be you can't like reserve a spot for Radiator Springs while you're at Space Mountain. So that's good. So you can only do it while you're there, and it's going to be in addition to the current Fast Pass, paper Fast Pass system that they have for rides like Space Mountain and I don't know, Star Tours and things like that. You get what I'm saying. Which means more attractions are going to be added to the Fast Pass system. It sounds like you get a pretty good shot of always having something in the bank, Fast Pass wise. Which I'm down with that. I like the Fast Pass system for the reasons that Disneyland created it, and that is that it allows me to do things while I'm waiting for an attraction instead of just waiting for an attraction. And because there are folks who blame Fast Passes for the long queues, for the extra waits, and I don't, even if that's true, I don't care, because I would like to be doing something instead of just waiting. That's a good thing. Even if it means eating and shopping. I'm okay with that. I like to eat and shop. Now, we have other news that isn't being reported by MiceChat. All right, so for those single Disneyland fans out there, or Disney fans, I guess, there is a new dating site out there just for you. It's called mousemingle.com, and you can hook up with Disney fans. Now, there's not a lot of details. I haven't been to the site or anything like that, but all I know is that it's $13 a month if you actually want to talk to somebody. I mean, you know how these sites go. If you can browse around and look at people for... It sounds so like meat markety, doesn't it? But anyway, you can browse profiles for free, but if you want to actually contact somebody, send them in a message or whatever, it's $13 a month. Now, this is good news for me because I missed it the last time that it became available, but Snow White, the original Snow White, is coming back to stores near you. So what I'm hearing is that it's going to be available on Disney Movies Anywhere and Digital HD on January 19th, and then in February, a couple weeks later, it'll be available on Blu-ray. The best part about this, though, is that what I'm hearing is that it's going to have new bonus content that we haven't seen before, including commentary by Walt. I don't think it's going to be like a full, audio commentary that you get that's the length of the movie, because he died before that was even an idea. But, maybe we'll at least be able to hear him talk about it, which is, worth the price in itself. And it's going to be part of a new series called the Signature Series, I believe it's called. And these are going to be titles, or Signature Collection. And these are going to be titles that were, movie titles that were either inspired by or created by Walt himself. So they could... I'm going to send a letter to Disney and just tell them, you tell me how much you want me to pay, and then you just send it to my house, and I'll be happy, because I will pay any price for a Snow White Signature Collection with commentary by Walt. Oh my God, that sounds amazing. I get February, guys. Okay, we got to just be patient. Okay, finally, I got my Disney 3.0 or Disney Infinity 3.0 Disney Infinity set on Black Friday. And you may have mentioned from our Black Friday haul video that I almost got some some of the Star Wars characters, the little figurines or whatever, and I decided not to at the last second. And I'm glad I did, because I'm just today, or as of yesterday, there's going to be a new series, six characters from the films, but they're variants, and they're all going to be holding lightsabers that actually light up. The lightsaber lights up when you put it on the portal. That sounds amazing, and I'm so glad that I waited, because now I'm going to be getting all of those. The only weird thing, actually, is that they're being sold. They're $15, pretty much normal price, but they're being sold. Only one character is available at any given store. 6 different stores are selling all 6 characters. Or I should say, 6 different stores are selling 1 character each. And that includes Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, which is awesome. And this awesome looking Yoda. I mean, that's a cool pose. I'm not a fan of lightsaber wielding Yoda. When it first happened in episode 2, I thought that was kind of neat watching him jump around. But then I realized that's not Yoda. That's not his thing. And now it kind of bugs me. But I have to admit that I geeked out when it first happened. But anyway, but his character, his action figure thing or whatever, his Disney Infinity character looks really cool. So here you go. You're gonna get Luke Skywalker at Walmart on December 7th. You can get Yoda now at Target, which, by the way, is where I'm going right after I finish this video. And also, I'm gonna be going to GameStop, because that's where Obi-Wan Kenobi is, and he's available now also. Darth Vader will not be available until the 15th of December at Toys R Us. You can get Anakin Skywalker now at Best Buy. The line, I just checked the line, and there's still nobody in it. And that's young Anakin Skywalker, I should say. And then here's an odd one. Kanan from Star Wars Rebels is going to be available on Amazon only on December 8th. So you can't go to stores and buy him. They haven't built an Amazon store that I'm aware of yet, have they? Okay, I'm just checking. I don't know. And these are great, but all in, $90. And that's $90 with no additional content. This is where Disney Infinity and, well, Skylanders and probably Lego Dimensions is just diabolical. I mean, isn't it this diabolical? You have to buy all this stuff. Well, actually, there are play sets that are different that add content, but if you just want those Star Wars characters, $90, no new content. Basically, they are collectibles. That's what you're getting. Which is okay with me, because I like to collect things and I like Star Wars. So, and they look cool. So I'm okay with that. I'll be doing that. I don't know if I'm going to get all 6, but I'll get at least 4 of them, I'm sure. Okay, guys, that's it. But I want to know your thoughts. Comment below, guys, because I want to hear your thoughts on the new Luigi ride. Have you seen any photos? What do you think? Are you looking forward to this at all? What about Downtown Disney turning into Disney Springs? I want a list of the people who care. I want to know which of you care and which of you are saying we need an upgrade at Downtown Disney. Did anybody say that? Did anybody ask for that? And what do you think about the Star Wars stuff? Do you like the idea of a train trestle running the length of the rivers of America with Star Wars Land on your left and the rivers on your right? And oh my God, I just freaked out inside a little bit again when I just thought about that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye, Fresh Baked. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out our Secrets in History videos, or maybe our ride-throughs, or you can just watch all of our weekly trip reports and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. It truly is the best of Disney Baked Fresh Daily. Oh, and don't forget, you can support Fresh Baked through our Patreon campaign, link below. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Fresh Baked!